You guys, makeups out here, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm doing yet another Nadula hair video. They contacted me again to do a hair video for them, and this is what the box looks like when you get it in the mail. It says Nadula, natural, durable, luxurious. It's Nadula. And then it says Amazon with the Nadula hair in the little search bar. And then under that it says search Nadula hair on Amazon to find our store, www.amazon.com/Nadula. And this is a curly wig with 150% density. I had a choice between 150% and 180, and I opted for 150. And this is what the box looks like on the back. It just has frequently asked questions and the right way to manage the wig and the right way to measure your wig. And this is what the box looks like when you open it. There we go. This is the thank you card that you get when you get your wig. It just says thank you on the front. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. And on the back it just says the same thing that the front of the box did. Also inside of the box you get this wig cap, which this one is in black. I don't think I'm going to be using this wig cap because it's probably not going to look right under my wigs. Also came with a pair of eyelashes. Alright, now on to the main reason why we're here. Oh, this is soft. This is really soft. So this is what the wig looks like. I got this wig in 14 inches. This is what the parting space looks like. This is what the lace on the inside looks like. And the lace actually looks pretty good. It's a brown color. Can't remember correctly. I believe it said that this was pre-plucked on the site. It comes with 4 combs on the inside. You get one on both sides and one in the front and the back. It has adjustable straps in the back. And it also has a little bit of lace in the back as well. But it's not that much. In the back you get about that much lace. Let's see, how many strands is this? 3 strands. I got 3 strands out of the wig so far. So these next couple of clips you're gonna see me bleaching the hair, coloring the hair, and all of that stuff. So definitely keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye. For this, you're of course gonna need lightener of your choice, a wide tooth comb, a brush, developer, and I also used a trash bag so that way I wouldn't mess up my work surface. But you don't have to use a trash bag. You can use foil or whatever else you would like. I cut the trash bag open so that way it would be bigger for when I am bleaching the hair. And I didn't measure out anything. I just eyeballed everything. Now I'm combing out the hair to get rid of any tangles, and I also brushed it as well, but I did not include that in this clip. And when I was bleaching the hair the first time, I did not have a lot of developer, so I was trying to stretch the developer. So I just put the developer at the middle of the hair, kind of like you see what I'm doing right here. I'm putting it at the top and then I'm pulling it to the ends, and then I would comb it through and flip it over and do the same thing. And if there was any missing spots where there wasn't any bleach, then I would fill it in. And this is only the first lightening process. I bleached the hair a couple of times, so yeah, I'm just going to let this play out, and if there's anything that needs to be explained, I'll come back. This is still the first half of me bleaching the hair. As I said before, I put it at the top and then I pulled it down to the end so that way I could stretch the bleach. And I turned the brush sideways so that way I could get a better blend. And I wrapped the hair in foil and I also wrapped it in the trash bag. I thought I got a clip of me wrapping it, but I didn't, so I was just unwrapping it and then wrapped it back up just so you guys could see how I did it. This is the hair after I bleached it the first time. Now I'm brushing the hair out so that way I can bleach the hair for the second application of bleach, and this time I sectioned the hair so that way I could get a better application. As I said before, I was running out of developers, so I had to run to Sally's to get some more developers so I can finish coloring this hair. So the same thing as I said before, I don't really measure anything. I just eyeball it, put however much developer I feel like I need. And if I need more bleach, I put more bleach. If I need more developer, I put more developer. This time around, I did the same process as before. I started in the middle and worked my way down to the ends. And I keep my brush vertical just as I did last time. And I just separate the hair into two sections. And then I put bleach on the first section and then I put bleach on the second section. As you can see right here, I put bleach on the first section. And then after I get done with that section, I flip the hair down and put bleach on the next section, just so that way everything is disputed evenly and completely covered. So now I'm just combing everything through, making sure it's completely saturated with the bleach. So after I got done bleaching the hair, I wrapped the hair in some foil, and then I also wrapped it in the plastic bag as I did before. And this time around, when I was bleaching the hair got really hot. It was smoking when I took it out of the foil. So now I'm going into my third bleaching process. Yes, I bleached the hair 3 times. I do not suggest bleaching it a third time because the hair did get pretty damaged, obviously. But yeah, so what I'm doing here is I am doing balayage because I wanted the top of the hair to blend a different way than the rest of it did. So I'm back combing the hair, and then I put the bleach in a V shape when I was applying it. You don't have to do this in a V shape. That is the way to do a balayage, but The backcombing was also a good way to get a better highlight, and you don't have to do that either. It's just the way that I decided to bleach the hair. So I just did that only on the top of the hair where the lace is at. So I'm just backcombing, putting the bleach on in a V shape. I just kept repeating those steps until I was done with the lace section of the wig, and this is what it looked like when I was pretty much done, but I still wanted it to be a little bit closer to the roots, so I just took my I just put the bleach as close to the hairline as possible without getting it on the roots. And here I put on a plastic wrap on the section that I had just finished bleaching beforehand, because I hadn't finished that section in time enough for it to process. So I did that so it could process faster, and I would rinse out the rest of it while the other side was processing. Now I am doing the watercolor method, and I'm using hot water from the sink. The colors that I use are hot pink from Adore, and I also use salmon and red from Ion or Joico. And I also used a red from Adore and this gel permanent hair color by Wella in the shade 4BC. And I just mixed all of that in the water until I got the color that I wanted. And then I did a test strip in the water to see if I would like it. Once it got to the color that I wanted it to be, then I dipped the whole wig into the color, and it did stain the lace a little bit, but it was only the back of the lace that stained and a small portion of the lace that wouldn't be seen, so it was fine. If you're going to use permanent color, I would suggest to be careful with your lace. This is when I decided that I wanted the hair to be a little bit darker, and I used too much red and I used too much of the color that was permanent, so I had to wash the hair a couple of times, maybe like 4 or 5, maybe 6 times, for the color to fade a little bit before it got to the color that I liked. That was completely my fault. I used too much red, and after I shampoo the hair, then I fill up the bowl again with more hot water, and I sectioned off the top of the hair, and I used, I believe it's called African Violet. I used African Violet just on the section that I parted on the top half of the wig, and I left that in there for a little bit for the color to deposit just on the ends, because I wanted that to be darker. And I did that a couple of times until it got to be a faint purple. I didn't want it too dark and I didn't want it too light. After the hair dried overnight, then I flat ironed the hair and brushed it out, and then I put some wand curls in the hair. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch me flat iron the hair for a little bit, and then I'll come back. After I got finished flat ironing the hair, then I proceeded to cutting the hair. I didn't want to cut off that much. I just cut off the dead ends and I layered the hair. And I also did a slight bob. I did a bob that was longer in the front and shorter in the back. And pretty much how I did that was I cut the hair in the back to the length I wanted it to be, and then you take hair from the front and you move it to the back where the line is that you cut, and cut the hair. I'm not sure if you guys can tell what I'm doing here, but I'm taking the hair from the front, angling it back to what you cut in the back, and then cut. So as you can see right here, I'm moving the hair from the front, back, and then I cut the hair. So right here, move it back and cut. Move the hair from the back and cut. Move the hair from the back and cut. That's simple. Alright you guys, that's the end of this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you liked about the video, if you liked how the color turned out. And subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye guys.